Okay, so we are back in arms now, and I think this will be really cool. We're gonna switch this out though. I like spreading rend. Very good for multiple people. We may have to just get rid of onslaught, but before we do that, let's try this. We're gonna go halfway back to what we were. Let's see. No longer costs rage and lasts for additional 6 seconds. When I read that at first, I focused on the 6 seconds lasting a little longer. Did not seem that significant, but rend does not require rage anymore, so it doesn't require any rage. We can put it on. It's actually going to give us rage. That's going to let us use onslaught. That's going to bring out the benefit of onslaught. I was having a problem with rage in the last arms battleground because I would charge in and maybe use one ability. Okay, I thought I had my specs messed up. Mix matched. Yeah, I'd charge in, maybe use one ability, be out of rage, and while the druid is running away, or whoever I'm fighting, I can't, it's hard to build my rage. But if I can get a rend on them, and while they're running away, by the time I catch back to them, I've got rage, I can do some stuff again. So that's what I'm thinking. Spreading rend is awesome for jumping into a pile of people. I'm not going to be able to do that as well, but when I get to level 40, I'm going to get that one again. Let's see, what was it called? What was it called? Let's find that real quick. Rend. Blood and Thunder. Yeah, I think we'll try putting it back on here at level 40. That way we can charge in rend, spread rend with Thunderclap. And all of those rends are going to build our rage like crazy. We're going to be able to use Colossus Smash. It's on a 12-second cooldown. Following and execute. Really, really nice. We're going to have the rage to do that. And then we'll see what other things we can get later on. So we'll queue up. Very nice. Right away. And we're in Arathi Basin. We'll put the Sharpening Stone on. Sharpening Stone. We're halfway into 37. Level 38 might be crazy because we're hitting really hard now with the Fiery War Axe. We'll see what things are like with the pole arm. They got me. They got me. Crazy. We missed the engage. So if you're fighting a warrior, try to get them before they can charge you. Try to hit them with something. If you have to throw a spear at them or hit them with your wand. The wands have pretty far range, so see what you can do. Oh man. Okay, well let's just jump into another one. That's actually good. I forgot to turn my quest in. Okay, we'll call that the warm-up. We'll call that the arms warm-up. kind of forgot I was in the middle of making bread in the kitchen. And I was going to let it sit for 10 minutes and then for the salt to like soak in, to dissolve. And then I came in here and now it's been like 40 minutes. So I got to get back in there after this battleground. Yeah, let's look at the damage. 135 to 194. Crazy. We're almost at a 60 damage increase. We're going to hit slower, but we're going to have the rage, and our Colossus Smash should be hitting ridiculously hard. Look at the armor pen too. 6 armor pen on top of our 4 armor pen on top of our 8 armor pen. It's pretty cool. We'll get to use these new bracers. Very nice. We'll get our stamina back up a little bit. We'll lose. Actually, we don't lose any strength. We're going to lose some agility and critical strike rating. But I think that's okay. I'm going to call it worth. Yeah, I think it'll be good. Oh, here we go. Check this thing out. In the lower level PvP, you can go around the world and in the auction house, and you can collect items that are going to be awesome in the battlegrounds, and it's cool, it's fun. It's like you go on a treasure hunt, and then you have a use for the treasures you found. And with PvE, it kind of feels like you have a treasure hunt to get things that are going to help you be on your treasure hunt. And I don't know, when I think about it like that, it's just like, oh, that kind of sucks, you know. What good is the treasure hunt? Is the treasure hunt for itself, or is it for doing something cool, you know? That's kind of why I'm not into raiding right now. You have the legendary weapons, and it's like the one treasure, the 4 treasures, there's 4 legendary items that you can get that will help you with something outside of the treasure hunt. Let's switch stances. This is a long sheep. Now we're sheeped again. We misplayed a little bit. I tried to go for the hamstring after the charge. Tough to know what to do. At this point, maybe I do just go right into the Colossus Smash, because that'll get him 2/3 of the way down. I mean, I do Battlegrounds and get gear for the Battlegrounds, and I don't have a problem with that. But I just want to... The lower level PvP, you have the treasure hunt, and then you get to use the treasure in the Battlegrounds. And it's awesome. It's like, wow, I found something really special. You know, the World Forge items, I found something really special. But with max level PvP, feels like none of the gear is special anymore. Because how is it special when it's just exactly what everyone has? What is going on here? I really don't like that at all. I kind of hate that. I've talked about it in another video. He's running around as a sheep, some sort of vanity item. And it's so deceptive because, of course, it looks like you don't need to attack them because they're polymorphed. Not polymorphed. Not polymorphed. It's a lie. Do we get to charge him? No, we miss the charge. Yeah. I enjoyed this game so much. And I get so frustrated with the game at the same time. With things that I would want to be seen done differently. Wow. Who can we get? It's like, oh, there's a sheep killing me, you know. I'll have to get used to that. Yeah, I want to make my own game. I want to build my own game. I want to build the game that I want to play. It's just you play a game that it's like you get invested in something, you really care about it, and it causes you to hate the things that seem wrong. You know, but maybe it's just my preference. And it's actually only how I feel about it. The sheep thing. It's just there's a polymorph that makes him look exactly like that. So, and it's a vanity item. Donation points. And would I feel differently about it if it wasn't through a donation shop? Maybe. But, I don't know, it just feels like, why would they add that into the game? Where you can run around as a sheep. And it looks like you're polymorphed. But you're actually not polymorphed. You're very dangerous. It's like, what do? Do I get the sheep? I'm sure I can get it through bazaar tokens. But think about my damage and what kind of warrior I am. Now imagine me being a sheep, doing the things that I do sometimes. And in my mind, it just feels like, well, that's not right. But what do we need to do here? We're losing. They've got 3 bases, we've got 1. I don't think we're going to get blacksmith. Do we let go of farm to get the lumber mill? I don't think we need to let go completely. Let's see if we can help this. Let's throw stuff. Very nice. It's like, what if I was a sheep and I did that? It's like, oh, I didn't realize I was actually in trouble there. I really enjoy the game. I do. I don't like that aspect about the game. But it's the game, and I didn't have to build the game to be able to play it. This one was already made for me. I want to keep things in a good perspective, you know. But I don't know, at the same time, it's like you want to call what's wrong, wrong. And I think it's wrong. Am I correct? What do you guys think? We got the timing pretty good on that one. So how are we going to handle this? Switch stances. Charge in. We had some time to think for a second. That's the upside of being feared. We do have Berserker's Rage. Did forget about that. But it went well. He was lower level than us. I wonder how we would have handled it if he was level 37. Tough to say. We got a paladin over here. He's getting destroyed. Wow, he's getting healed up. Do we get the execute? We got the execute. Let's try to run behind this rock over here. Okay, wait. The rock did not save us. Can we turn the Battleground? They are Alliance. We are Horde. We've got 2 bases. When we get our parachute cloak, level 41, we can just run right off of here, float down to Blacksmith. I think I've got the recipe in my guild bank. It's going to be very cool. I complain about the sheep, and you know, you might have people complaining about how much damage the Arms Warrior deals, or how many stuns the Gladiator has. I think we assault this place. I think we go for it. Yeah, I think we're going down. Wow. But we brought some people here. And we did some really good to that guy. Now, we need to defend. We killed him. We killed him with our bomb and throwing. That was cool. I'm going to call that great. I think that was great. I kind of want to figure out that vanity thing. Where does it come from? How do you get it? Should I play as a sheep? It's in the game. Any class can do it. And I don't like it, but it is in the game. So I don't know. I don't really know what to think. I think we're in trouble here. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Yeah, I'm still getting pretty low amount of views on all my videos, but like I don't really talk to anyone in game. I just play by myself. But if we get any kind of community building, I would like to get into like arranged battlegrounds. There's another word that I'm thinking of. I don't know it off the top of my head. In the middle of battle. So we don't spread rend anymore. But if we could do battlegrounds where it's like we can have some sort of plan where it's like, okay, these people are, you know, I'm going in gladiator stance because I'm going to run the flag, you know, and these people are going to run with me, you know. Some sort of plan instead of just jumping in and just seeing what comes. Say we slow. Let's get the rend on him. I wasted my thing there. Wow, guys. I was pushing all kind of wrong buttons. Coordinated is the word I was thinking of. Coordinated. I don't know what word I said earlier. There is some coordination. There's a little bit of coordination. But if we had a really good team of people, we could have some very coordinated battlegrounds, even if they're a lot stronger than us. If I've had battlegrounds where we were fighting some extremely coordinated people, and it was tough to do anything good. Let's focus the hunter. See, if we had the rend, if we could spread the rend, being in a Discord in the middle of battle, you know, if I know someone else is going to fear, I'm going to save my fear, you know. But there's no coordination on that level. You know, you can watch your teammates and try to see what they're doing. As I'm playing this warrior, I have so many abilities to use. To watch other characters and think about what might they do is difficult, but I could hear someone tell me. I think we try to stay back and try to stay alive. We're going to use the health potion. Let's execute this guy. Almost. Because you're going to get people on your team that are going to be able to handle other classes very well. In a few battlegrounds ago, I was playing my warrior in arms, and I was fighting the druids, right? And I had a paladin on my team. I don't know if he realizes how much he counters the druid with his hand of freedom and his judgment, his judgment of justice. That druid is going to be slow. The paladin will not be snared by mass entanglement, or he can put the hand of freedom on me, you know. And if we have one warrior, two paladins going after a druid running the flag, we are going to do very good, very good. Yeah, coordinated battlegrounds has been it's been something on my mind since I started playing Ascension, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, whenever it came out, because it was free pick. You know, they still have the free pick, and it can be very fun. It's not what I'm doing right now, but like, let's just say we were on free pick. You can have 3 rogues. It's just, you can coordinate like crazy, because you can say, okay, you know, every battleground can be totally different. We'll have a bunch of different specs, so we can try all kind of different fun, crazy things. We can say, okay, we're going to do this entire battleground. All of us are going to be like a rogue. We're not rogues, but we have stealth. We're sneaky, we're fast, we can sap. But some people are tanks, some are healers, some are DPS. And it's just like, you know, what in the world kind of battleground would that be? You know, it sounds fun and awesome. Sounds exciting. If we're in a Discord or we could talk to each other, communicate. I haven't been able to do that because I just play by myself, and I could join a guild and talk to people and see if people want to get engaged with something like that, but it's just, it hasn't been a time where I felt like I want to do that kind of thing. Just kind of in a place where I spend a lot of time by myself right now, and I play Ascension, you know, and I'm glad to make the videos. I'll be interested to see where this goes, what comes out of it. But yeah, we're collecting these bags. Did we win? No, we lost. I kind of had my focus on some other things in that battleground. We had some cool fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more battlegrounds. So it's just going to get better and better in this bracket. Things feel very, very good right now. And look at the damage per second. It goes up a bit. Not a tremendous amount. But we are going to have this little knockback, which it's another interrupt for casting. And that'll be cool. So anyways, guys, if you play the game and you like the content, I would appreciate you letting me know. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta get on that bread that I was making, so talk to you later. Bye.